Hello, welcome to something completely new. I'm going to do, I expect it's going to be about hour and 15 to hour and 20 minutes, judging by my typical commute. But this is a full commute, commentated, to and from work. I've started a few minutes from my house. Now I don't mind you knowing the area I live in, because most of you do anyway. But not my exact address, unless I trust you personally. Okay, so just starting off the journey, and it's quite foggy. Yeah, I say that's fog, it's less than a mile visibility. So, but it's probably good for the camera because no lens flare from the sun. So let's see what we got today. It's Saturday, the 9th of September. The temperature's around 20 degrees. Because of the fog, I've got my lights on the bike. It is a 10:27. Well, 10:26 and a half. It's one of our electric buses. Seemed to be a success, which is a good thing. And I like it when they give me plenty of room when they pass, which most do, to be fair. Most do. First roundabout. Okay, turning left here, some 5G masts. Quite a few of them in there. Three 5G masts. Okay. New houses here complete on the left. And about halfway through lockdown, they started boarding off the place on the right. And they've basically not done a lot since. They got bricks and stuff in there, and yeah. 3 and 4 bedroom houses, high specification homes. Nothing for 2 years. Okay. Interesting road layout. Road there is slippery when wet, so I really do take care when it's been raining. But I have come off once. Not on this bike, it was a few years ago when I put the bike. And not on Schwalbe tyres either, which is what I use now. Coming up to a junction here where it attracts drivers who want a left hook. At the moment there's one behind me who's waiting, which is good. Signal left and signal right. And on the way in, we're coming up, not this one, but we're coming up to the steepest hill on my route. This one's alright. Well, there's none really bad. I just pull over a bit and let him pass. There's 2 of them. There we go. Full litter bin. Oh yeah, bin men are on strike. They're not going to get emptied. Okay, so this is the worst one. Now this has been 20 for a while. We got a 20 starting next week in far more places in Wales. But even here I get overtaken when I'm doing 20. This is one of the few places I do 20 downhill, coming back. I don't tend to ride at 20. My average is around about 12. There we go, and now we're on Greenway Road. Bit of a downhill section now. Not exactly full of energy today, I don't know what it is, but I'm sure my not full of energy still got more than a lot of people. Been for a dip in the pool this morning. Making the most of it while we still got the weather. I think the weather's going to break after tomorrow. You'd think this particular corner, this particular junction would be a bit more awkward than it is because buses come out of there, but don't seem to have much trouble there. And this is the other place I can do 20. The other day I was following a taxi down here who I think thought was already 20. I don't pass. If the traffic's moving, I don't pass. So all these piss takers who say cyclists passing traffic at 20 miles an hour, it's not going to be frequent. You've got to be good to be doing more than 20 at a regular time. Quiet this morning. Very quiet on the roads. Which is good for really commuting, but it's not good for showing you interesting things. So now I got to think of things to say, which I don't really have a trouble with. I like to see some of them have actually got their lights on. But even though it's not really bad fog, should have the lights, and the sun's now burning through. This used to be narrows, and there used to be a point where cars would go past you, would then stop because they can't get through because something's coming the other way with priority. So I'm glad they took away the narrows. Still can't see the wind turbine in the fog. But according to the weather, it's a light easterly wind. And with the fog, I expect it's less than 5 miles an hour. That's 8 kilometres an hour. See, I can convert in my head. Road humps all over the place. Greenway Road allotments. And he won't be doing that fast next week, although I bet he will be. It's not next week, it's the week after. It's the 17th, the 20s start. So that's 8 days' time. From the time of recording. Okay, coming up to the junction now. Let's see what we got to put up with. I'm indicating. I got my arm out. One behind me is not trying to pass me, so that's a good thing. Good, well behaved. Can't come in, so I'll stop. There we go. Signalling left. And now we're coming up to my favourite junction. This junction, I would not object one little bit if they installed a set of lights. Because it's dangerous. It is the junction I've been hit off my bike back in October 2006. And passed without incident, thankfully. So, this is a narrows, and quite often here you get cars past and then they can't get through because somebody's coming the other way, meaning you have to brake and stop where you could have gone through. Impatience, the most dangerous attribute of any driver, impatience, causes more accidents than anything. Flashy hazard park anywhere lights, he doesn't need them because it's not illegal to park there. New Road Shops. There we go. This is an odd junction, this is. A really odd junction. You can see there, got a big island there. And people do miss it. People do go the wrong way. A little bit of a climb here. Nothing severe. No, he got more room than he gave me. Not a problem for me, but may have put the willies up some of the less experienced cyclists. For me, as long as I can't touch them as they pass, that's enough room. And I don't think I got a 6-foot arm span, so I'm using imperial measures. I do know the metric equivalent. Okay. At the end of this road, we head into Traffic Light City. Let's see how many we stop at today. Yesterday, it wasn't very many. And that was the last climb of the journey. You can see people who haven't read their notices and put their green bags out because they said green bags cancelled. But I'm an information freak and I like to look up these things. Most people will just shut them out by habit. Garden waste, also cancelled. Didn't put mine out this week for the reason I knew. Even though in the morning it was saying put everything out. Halfway through the day it says don't put your gardening out. By the end of the day it says don't put your recycling out. So we're just a food caddy. We got 4 classifications of rubbish for our area. That's the garbage, black bins, wheelie bins. Green bins, wheelie bins for garden waste. Recycling, green bags for general recycling. Everything goes in there. Paper, cans, bottles. Nothing coming, off we go. And the food caddy. Oh hello, somebody was a last minute decision. Even though the light's been okay. Here I stay in the middle. Because I've been past here a couple of times and there's not enough room to be passed. So I stay in the middle, this takes away the temptation. Red light up ahead anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So that's the first light and it's red. Let's drop into 3rd gear. And here there's no point in rushing. I just stay behind the traffic. Now there is a cycle lane, a cycle reserve at the end of this queue, just before the lights. But I have actually passed 5 driving tests, 1 car and 4 to do with buses. So I tend to behave myself on the roads. I mean, I can't even jump a red light at 4 o'clock in the morning when there's nothing around. So, take a sip of, oh, the last one's going before now, but I'm going to take a sip of water. That's better. And the lights are changing. So that's once. We're 100% stopped on the lights. Now you can see there is a bike lane there, but it's just to the lights, so what's it saving you? How long was that? About 5 seconds, 10 seconds? No point, is there? As I said, impatience. I'm not impatient. I do get frustrated at red lights, but could be a bit of impatience there. I think it's more like pointless. Why are they stopping all the time? Okay, this is a fun roundabout. But yeah. Let's have a look. Oh, we're okay. We're okay. And after this roundabout, the bus lane starts. And the amount of people who try and come up the inside and then cut in just before the bus line at peak hour is incredible. Fuel prices going up, gone up a penny since yesterday. Of course, taxis are allowed in the bus lane, motorbikes are allowed in the bus lane, private hire cars are not allowed in the bus lane, but they seem to be tolerated. Now I could legally use the pavement here and go through these lights because it is a bike lane. But I don't like that because it's a shared bike lane with passengers. There's me thinking of trains. It's a shared bike lane with pedestrians, which in my mind is dangerous because pedestrians are all over the place, whereas cyclists are supposed to follow rules. And cyclists still, even if they don't follow rules, have to give priority to pedestrians, even though many don't. They do have to. If they hit somebody, it's 100% their fault. Which is another reason I avoid shared cycle paths, which I call psychopaths. Okay. Okay, we're through the second, okay. This one used to be bad in the morning, it wouldn't change. Wouldn't recognise you there, now it seems to be okay, so that's one they've solved at least. Got a few shops here. CityLink. Quick Fit's been there for ever, I think. The Food Warehouse, which is actually Iceland. And Argos used to be there, but Argos closed all its stores during lockdown. And now they click and collect only, which basically takes away half the fun of Argos. I have bought from Argos recently, but it's, again, you get charged for delivery, which you don't from Amazon. Well, I'm on Prime, but yeah. So, now they're all waiting there, so the lights are going to change for the traffic to move on the opposite side. They're not going to change here. And what you'll see there, where I'm pointing, which is not showing any lights on the pedestrians, is that'll go green, which means we can't go. So, I'm waiting for there they're going, that's gone green, we can't go. As I said, I can go on the pavement and do that, but I don't. I stick to the road. When I'm cycling on the road, I stick to the road. I do transition later, as you'll see, for the only bike lane which is actually worth going into, and even that can be a bit iffy. Okay, off we go again along the very well maintained bus lane, as you can see. This is remaining 30 miles an hour, even going down to 20. You see he's tearing up the bike lane there. He's going too fast when you consider how many pedestrians are around. This is an odd junction. It's a bus lane, but the left lane is for left turn only. It's still a bus lane which goes straight ahead. And the amount of cars who are absolute idiots and think I'm turning left, even though I'm in the far right-hand side lane of the lane, is incredible. Where are you going? Ahead, following the bus lane, you idiot. Yeah. But we're through there without incident, so that's okay. Through another light at green. We're not doing too bad for lights so far. That's not a safe place to cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lanes, and he's crossing with a dog. Yeah. In a case like that, it's worth putting the extra effort in to walk up to the crossing, just to be safe. Especially now you can see the traffic's picking up. It's Saturday shopping day, innit? My family have gone into town shopping. Town, of course, meaning the city centre. Because I had my back pay yesterday. So they've all got money to get Christmas out of the way. Yes, it's early, so I don't panic for Christmas. Getting stuff out early when I can afford it reduces a lot of stress. I still keep up my bah humbug facade because that's a nice little joke. I do like Christmas itself. I do not like overhype of Christmas. But of course, we got Halloween first. Halloween's in like 2 months. And yet people are already saying, yay, Halloween's coming. Halloween's just 2 months away. Calm your asses. So as I said, average speed, I'm doing 12.4 at the moment, 13.4. Yeah, it's not, it's a comfortable speed. I'm in fourth gear on the back and high on the front. End of bus lane. This one I watch out for. I will stop passing cars when they start moving, but there's enough room on the inside, apart from this tree. Now, careful now, because they're about to start moving. I'll start moving at this blue Golf. I won't pass the blue Golf. And this is how I stay alive. I don't pass moving traffic. If it's stationary, fine. If it's moving, no. So many cyclists, I'll call them cyclists just to be, rather than saying people on a bike, which is what I consider those who can't follow the rules. I'll say cyclists just to keep it simple. Turning left, signalling left. Now you can see the sun breaking through the clouds. Clouds, the fog. And it's going to be another scorcher today. Okay, he's pulling over. It's a good thing. Although you can't see it, I have got my fluffy caterpillar on my mic. Let's see if it does dull the wind, because right now all I can hear is wind in my ears. Oh, and the cheap show, of course, which I got playing in the headset, which I'm sadly barely taking any notice of. This corner here is Kudos Corner. Quite often I'll get waved out there, but quite often it can be a bit chaotic. Okay, now these lights say red for 1 minute and 50 seconds. They're red at the moment, so I'm keeping an eye on them for the time. Because at the moment it looks like I'm going to get through them, but not on green. We'll see. So I don't know when they're going to change, so I can't give you a countdown. Okay, they just started there, so it's not that well. It's still going to be about a minute. There you go. Now, quite often now, because of the new bike lane, which you'll see on the way back, you'll see queues of traffic there, causing absolute mayhem. Because they've turned 2 lanes of right turning traffic into 1 lane of right turning traffic, which is the most popular direction. So, let's have a look. 10:48 and 42 seconds at the time of speaking. Nobody's pressed the button, so all the wait lights are out, so we shouldn't have to wait for a pedestrian crossing to go. We'll soon find out when they change. So within about 30 seconds, this is a guess. I'm watching the lights. The lights for turning right there, the filter, can be a bugger in quiet times because quite often they won't change at all, leaving the driver stuck there. They don't change at all for cyclists, which is why I come the way I've just come, rather than down that road, which is I used to. Got caught, oh yeah, they'll all change it together. And I was right, 24 seconds from when I said 30 seconds, away we go. Okay, now we are in Light City, Light Central, traffic light central. Very poorly sequenced traffic lights around the city centre. And we got a queue going all the way in, as I can see. So this is where I start taking my time. Not that I don't anyway, but extra awareness. Right, we're not going to get through these. We're not going to get through these. I think, no, they're moving, so I'm not going to try. They're moving, yes, the traffic ahead is moving because the lights have just changed to green by the prison. He's doing a bit of weaving. He's looking down from his cab. I suspect sadly he's on the phone. And we got through those lights, nice. Now these only just gone red, so I'm going on the outside to the cycle lane. If they were going to change, if I thought they were going to change green, I would stay on the end. I would stay in the queue of traffic because they do stay green a fair time. Okay, there's a cycle reserve at the end of here, so that's where I'm headed. Down into 3 again, and into the cycle reserve. That is one of the advantages of being a cyclist. Okay, these lights can be a bit naughty in quiet time as well. You really need something coming from the opposite direction before they recognise it and change it. But with these going now, it means we're next. We've got a green man up there. When that changes, we're about to change. Right, he's just gone from green to red, and we're about to go. Of course, we got the idiot there on the cycle, going through. Don't completely ignoring any lights. Now I stay in the middle here because the left lane is a filter down the link road. If anybody wants to pass me, they can do so either side. I don't mind. As long as they give me the room, that's fine. Okay. There we go. All good. Quiet. Blimey, this is much quieter than I was expecting at this time of day. 10 to 11. And we can see blue sky. The fog's lifting. Okay, won't be here long. So you've got the prison on the right with its high walls. Not a lot of new buildings around here now. TA on the left, which isn't new. It looks very new, but it's not really new. University building on the right. Rather pointless cycle lane here, which nobody takes any notice of anyway. And here we got a completely screwed up junction coming up. Oh, there we are. We got a queue of traffic that want to go right into car parks. So it's still quite light. It's green. Now you see up there comes signal and filter. If they took away the filter, these could be green with oncoming traffic. But no, they keep everything stopped here while everything comes ahead. There's absolutely no need for it. Okay. Into a very small bus lane, pointless. You can see when they did this junction how they cleaned up what was there before, making it even more confusing. Okay, wait here. And as you can see, there's a car door blocking the bike lane further ahead. This bike lane is so often blocked by parked cars. Okay. We're going, I think we're going, yep, there we are. Got the filter to go ahead. And off we go. Right. Nice. We've had nothing so far that I would commit to my trip videos, which is a good thing in a way. The bus going into the bus lane. Now, this one can do one or the other depending on whether people are waiting to cross. So let's see what's happening here. See if I can figure it out. Right. So once that block goes, the ones on the left go. And if nobody's pressed the button, we'll get the filter. We'll get the filter now. Yeah, we got the filter. There we go. And by the fact I know all the light sequences, it tells you how I actually obey the lights. Now I might get through this one. They're linked. And it always, no, I didn't get through this one. But they're linked. So if I get through this one, I get through the next one. The next ones will change just before these. So basically these are one set. Okay, yeah, but going into that bridge, it always sounds like somebody's going to go past me. But rarely do they. I got to be fair, fairly well behaved. After the next set of lights is when I transition to bike lane. Transition points are the only grey area for me with traffic signals. I follow the main traffic signals. I openly tend not to follow the pedestrian signals. When it's clear, I go. As it is, I do give pedestrians 100% priority. He's just changed. That was quick. This is going to change now. In this case, I'm going to stop because there's a car coming in and he's coming round this corner. There we are. That's a spotted 153 on the bay service. And this is a really awkward cycle lane. There we are, I got green now. But there you can, it can be interesting. Now here, on the left here, we got a wide cycle lane. Clearly marked. On the right, we got a narrower footpath, pedestrians. And the amount of people who actually walk on the cycle lane, completely oblivious of all cycles, is absolutely incredible. But it's very quiet today. I always keep my speed down here because of pedestrians. But this is the only one that makes sense, even though I don't ride it in freezing weather because it gets very slippery, dangerously so, but it jumps several set of lights. Almost there. Almost finished my commute. So at the current estimate, it's going to be about 1 hour 5 minutes. Now I got a green there, so it's even easier. But I do have oncoming traffic here. Now I need to turn right, so I'm signalling right. There's a box junction which is frequently ignored. There we are, and there's where I book on and book off. I signal into the car park area, and this is where I end the video before I enter the code on the door, because you're not going to see that. So that's halfway through. We'll be back more for the return journey later on. Bye bye for now. Pause time. Okay, here we are on the return journey. There we go. Pigeons all over the place. We don't want to run them over to start with. Yeah, this was meant to be like almost a fortnight ago on a Monday, where there was a peak hour going in, coming back. But unexpected trip to hospital put paid to that. There you go. Careful now, transitioning onto that bike lane. And there we go. Now I'm expecting this. Wow, it's quieter than I was expecting. So Saturday night, and we've got to get out of the city centre. It's 18:21 again on September the 9th. There we go. So clear, but there are people on the right. No trouble, no trouble. Quiet bike lane, wow. So you don't get to see, oh hang on, there's somebody coming this way. Let's see where they are. I think they're on the pedestrian path, which makes a change. Yes, they are on the pedestrian path. I always take my time here, as I said, coming in. And coming up to transition point. It's green for the first half, there is traffic coming. And there we are. Yeah, no worries there. Okay. Well, I'm not shifting from here now. There's a lot of traffic coming, turning right. But this is the transition. And it's gone green, which is absolutely excellent. So, what do we got? We got cars behind us, but not close, so I'm out into the main. Oh, that's green. So I'm in fifth now, and I'm going to push it because it is possible to make this usually. Go in. No, you. No, I hate just missing them. But this is it. This is getting out of town. It's like being a photon in the sun. Just can't get out. So, Golden Cross still open. That reopened when I was working in the Ninian pub some 40 years ago. And still going. John Lewis, where I bought my OnePlus 6T. I'm now using a OnePlus 8, which is 3 years old, and no intention of changing it for at least the next 2 years. So, the next lights change is mine. There are cars behind me, so I got to be careful. Watching out, there's the next lights. They're changing now, so this is going to change now. There we go. Off we go. Just as a bus is coming up to the lights. Yep, that's exactly how the lights in Cardiff work. They just catch you out. Got to justify a congestion charge somehow. So this bike lane is fairly dangerous because I got to get out of it to go straight ahead. And everybody else wants to turn left. So I'm coming out of the bike lane now. And, oh wonderful, the one in front is a diesel. So it's going to be noisy. So, number 11. Look at this is going to be a well-behaved day. It's going to be quite a boring one. You do get to see how horrendous these lights are at least. There we go, they're off. Will we actually get through them? Because these have been known to let two through and just go red. The next one's probably red. Yes, the next one is red. Nothing confusing about this junction at all. Oh, we've got a filter going straight ahead. And the bus wants to go. No, not yet. Not yours yet. And then it always used to be. See, even the professionals get confused at this junction. Here we are, a little bit busier here. I won't go past anybody on the inside while they're moving. As discussed on the way up. In or two, whichever way you want to go. Now this bike lane isn't again really inadequate because quite a lot of the time, especially near these next lights, occupied by cars. Buses, lorries, tractors, lawnmowers, anything except bikes. Right, I do need to get to the outside lane after these lights. And looking at the queues, I will probably, oh hang on, no. I'll just move to the outside lane. I won't go up the middle because the lights are changing. The ones that come from the right is the change before we're next, basically. And I won't go past when they're moving. Filter when they're stopped, but not when they're moving. There we go. The wobbling's because I didn't put my feet on the ground. Just keeping my balance. Right, I should get through these. Nope. Nope, they're in catch-you-all mode. So no, I'm not going to get through these, obviously. So, as I say, light after light after light, designed to catch you to justify the congestion charge they want to introduce. So, and they quite often take ages. I mean, it's hard to figure out which has the busiest traffic here, but come on. Now they're going, so we're next. Yeah, I've seen people on bikes jumping these lights all the time. It's dangerous. It's really dangerous. You can see it's quite a busy junction. Off we go. And this is quite often queuing here, especially in peak times, but even during the day. because of the what I will describe as we get up to it. Motorcycling course. Nice. Oh, you can be fucking joking. Oh, I'm trying not to swear. Trying not to swear. The lights make it difficult, don't they? Every single one just catch you just as you get into them. They're on one tonight, the lights. Right, that's the crossing done. Now let the other road go. Fitzallen Road, get him out. Fitzallen Road, Moira Place are changing now. He's half asleep. There we are, he's moving now. Just woke up. Or just took his eyes off the phone, whatever. Probably a phone. So, here we go. I know these light sequences, not always the timings. They're not always as predictable as this next set when I'm coming in. But the light sequences are quite predictable most of the time. Except when they don't work. And there's a few of them which don't work. So we're going left here. I will make this one because it's got to come out with a green for straight ahead and right before it'll change to red. Signal left. Fourth gear going round here. Is he going to jump straight out? We did look good. Okay, now the left-hand lane here used to be right turn as well as the right-hand lane. And then they put this bike lane in and took away the second right turn. So queuing is the norm here. Now the traffic before this to go are the ones opposite which have just started. I'm going to safely go past these in the middle, wait in the bike reserve. There's a sign there. When that green man goes to red, the lights are changing. So keep an eye on that. There we are, now the lights are changing. We've got escape rooms over there. Never been in one, never really fancied that. There we go, and there's the lights. Now I'm going to go take it wide here to give traffic enough room to pass me. And into the bike lane. Oh my goodness, there's a Domino's career. And he's obeying the lights. Good. Now this bike lane, they spent really over budget on this. They're short of money now, but they spent too much money on this bike lane, which is just causing problems. Because although you can't, there's no buses coming, so we haven't got the normal problem of people standing on the bloody crossing. But they do, they stand on this crossing. And the second problem, of course, is it's never cleaned. Never cleaned, so we gotta dodge all the debris like this. And then you've got the idiots at the end who just turn right. Oh God. I don't think he's going to be obeying any 20s. Yeah, you've got the idiots who will turn right across there and not give an absolute damn about you. Oh. I'm not sure if this library here will ever open again. I hate it when they close libraries. I don't use them as often as I should. I do have a library card. I used to be an avid reader until I became a driver on the train. And now I don't get the time. And then technology came in and everything's so easy online. I still don't like libraries closing. But it's always handy to have that information there. Always handy to be, if you've got the time, go in, pick up a book, take it back 3 weeks later when you've read it. Always good. Such a shame billionaire bank accounts take precedence these days. There you go. Nice. See, 30 signs up on this road now, so this one is staying 30. And we've even been caught out by the pedestrian lights when there's nobody there. So yeah, can't win. And yes, I still stop, as you saw. That is natural. Not even thinking about it. If the lights go red, I stop. Don't care what time of day it is, I stop. Okay. I think I got a slight tailwind tonight, very, very slight. Borderline, but yeah, okay. It wasn't a scraper, so he can have that one. Now, another interesting set where I've had a few close calls after it. This is green at the moment. Probably change before I get to it. Wouldn't have if I got through those pedestrian lights unmolested. You are just waiting for me. It's waiting for me to... There we go. All good fun. And I do wait wide because I've been left hooked here a few times. Waiting wide, they got to stay behind me. And they can't avoid seeing me. One of them was a few years ago on a different camera. Pouring down with rain. I'm head to toe in orange. I got orange waterproofs from work on. And I pulls off. He cuts straight across in front of me, claims he didn't see me. Well, if he didn't see me, in complete orange, he was absolutely blind. But this is what we got to put up with. Somebody there is very impatient. It's not even close to going yet because those cars we see over there, head of the camera, are next to move, not us. They're going, there we are, we're next. Always put the handbrake on. Good plan, good plan. I mean, what's it going to save you? I mean, it's not exactly a race. You don't have to save 15 milliseconds by getting the foot down at pole position. With all the time in the world. Right, there we go. Off we go. Yeah, here, quite often, you've got 3 lanes of traffic and they'll quite often go squeezing past you. Good. We're okay here at the moment. There's one behind me, he's staying behind me. Give him a little reminder that I'm here. So they know they're steadily reversing. Go around this manhole now because there's nobody behind me. See, now look at that. A BMW driver, and he gave a lot of consideration. So they do exist. Decent BMW drivers do exist. It's not a myth. Yeah, I'm always having to go at BMWs and Audis. It is in light-heartedness. Okay. City Link. I hate it when it comes up and I can see they're green because I just know they're going to change on me. Just know it. Oh, and that was close. And that was an Audi. That was too close. There we are. Told you. If he goes in front of me, I'm good. Good, he didn't go in front of me. Yeah, that Audi was too bloody close. Ah. At least they're on a quick change cycle. Oops. Right. Come on in. Now both sides go here. You got the green on Dominion's Way and from CityLink. Quite often, you'll see the people from Dominion's Way giving way to CityLink who are turning right. Turning left always has priority, not right of way, priority. Right of way is a completely different thing. It's a legal thing regarding passage on tracks and not rail tracks. This is country tracks and whatever. But yeah, a right of way is not priority. Or priority is not right of way, I should say. So, 1837, most things are closed, and these are going to change on me as well. Quick fit closed. Cost is open. It's just waiting for me to get closer. No, it's letting me through. Colour me surprised. That signpost on the right there is dazzling in the dark. It's really bright. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I was expecting to be getting home around sunset, but I got a little bit of an early finish today, thanks to pretty naff train planning and a driver who knows the score. Oh, yeah. Next one's caught me though, didn't he? At least he wasn't just. These are pretty quick anyway. So we've got 2 more sets of lights. The ones you can see ahead, and there's another one on the roundabout. Sophology and Tappy Carpets, where I got mine a couple of years ago. Just as lockdown was kicking in, so everything was delayed. we got them during lockdown, so it wasn't too bad. Yeah. Okay, so are we going to go? Yep. Green man's just gone off, so it's time to go. There we go. Oh, petrol hasn't gone up since we passed on the way out. Makes a change. Okay, again. I see that they keep swapping over. Unleaded on the left on the Texaco is 1 penny cheaper than unleaded on the right at the Shell. So, and they keep swapping over, you know, one's cheaper than the other. And in a couple of days' time, you'll see the other one cheaper. There's a burger van around here, or a food van, whatever, which generally attracts a load of chavs around midnight. All the boy races around midnight hang around there and screaming around all over the place. I swore again. Oops. Okay, not Sainsbury's, Morrison's. Morrison's is the only place I have seen in the last 2 decades fuel at less than £1 a litre. Currently it's 154.7 and 156 for unleaded and 156.7. It's just a bit cheaper than the others. But yeah, I have seen that at less than £1 in the height of lockdown when nobody was driving anywhere. You know, that would have been I wonder how many people actually took advantage of that and just filled up. Here we go. The next lights is a normal stop. Very rare I get through the next set without stopping. It used to be terrible because it never used to detect any bikes. So you could be stopped there for ages. And I don't like jumping lights. Wait for the car to turn up and then you can go. If I'm going to jump a light, I'll get off and walk. But as you'll see, you can't really get off and walk here. Because you become a pedestrian. Oh, it's just changed green. Oh, my luck's changed. Hey, last set. Yeah, you can see there's no pedestrian access here. You can't become a pedestrian. Oh, brand new sign in another bright lit sign. Okay, I'm signalling right because I'm going to turn right at this junction onto the new road. Right, no right turn except buses and cycles. Also, no U-turns. Quite a few people will go past this and then U-turn to turn left into the new road, which is just as bad as turning right. There we are. Are they the right way around? Yes, 30 both ways. New road staying 30. Now that is a surprise. What is it? Will they change it to 20 after next week? Now, apart from my favourite junction, I'm not expecting any issues for the rest of the way home. Yeah, good. Although issues do happen, it's not frequent. Once you get off the main road, it's usually quite quiet, even in busy times. Quite incident-free, quite safe is what I mean, not quiet as such. Now we got a few minor hills between here and home. This doesn't really count. This is really minor. Up we go. And I'm glad I'm not leapfrogging a bus tonight. So what are we looking? There's normally 18 minutes, and I didn't check. It's normally 18 minutes to when I get a new road. That's my average. I think it was a bit longer today, because it's 23 minutes now. I'm feeling this video can be a bit shorter than I expected, which is probably a good thing for you lot. So I think it's going to be about 1 hour 10. Okay. Let's give it a bit of a welly. Bus coming the other way, got to be careful. Car coming wide, so I'll take care here. Yeah. Boy, no point in pushing it half the time. Take care of yourself. Don't rely on others to keep you alive. My humps, my humps, my humps. Saw a bus on there a while back. Never did find out what happened. Somebody's got a wreath on a door. It's not a holly wreath. Smile, you're on camera. Why are you are? Nice. What about my on camera? Still see all these green wheelie bins out. They're not going to be collected for another fortnight. My priority. But I do go narrow. You can get a bike and a car through here, no problem at all. I wouldn't push a van or a bus. If I was going the other way, against the priority, I will go along with a car, but not with anything a van or high or larger. Number of times I've been overtaken, even by vans. Beggars belief. But as I say, I take care of myself. Oh, I just realised we've passed my favourite junction without incident. Nice. Signalling left. Let him know I'm going left so he can come out. And this is where the uphill starts. It's like to start off with, and it's in 3 sections really. I like here to follow the pipe tarmac because it's smoother. And I can always do it if there's nothing coming, which is the case in this time. So we do that, and now we go on to relatively new tarmac. Okay, that's saying 30 with a speed camera. Let's see what that says in a little while. 8 days time. I'm working in 8 days time, so I'll see. I'm working on the Sunday. Oh, over the hump. Plenty of room, lovely. And there's a speed camera with just a few dots. Yes. I'm not against speed cameras. I'm not exactly in favour of a blanket 20 either. I don't think it's productive. I don't think it'll be followed. I think it'll cause more accidents due to impatience. And of course it's going to cause more pollution. Because running around in 3rd gear at 20 miles an hour, there's more pollution than running in 4th gear at 30 mile an hour. There's all that room, and he gave me, that wasn't enough for the highway code. It was enough for me, but it wasn't enough for the highway code. And he could have given a lot more than that. You, waiting because there's a car coming. Probably not because of me. Should have just pulled out if it was me. I'm bad mouthing drivers all the time. But yeah, most of them, to be fair, are fine. But it only takes one to ruin your day. Oh, second bit of hill. The next one, this one's quite short and sweet. The next one's long and drawn out, but it's almost effortless. And again, no buses, which is nice. No buses coming up and stopping in front of you. Neat. Oh look, 44, 45, 65A. The 65A no longer exists. It's nice of them to keep it up to date, isn't it? Oh. And there's the bad BMW driver. Now I don't put most closely. Plenty of room there. But I don't put most close calls these days. Because they happen so often. And unless they're really close, they don't make you sit up and go, whoa. The normal close passes make you think, what's he on about? Well, try and be on the bike while you're doing it. While they pass. Not comfortable. Okay, almost up the top. Speed is 10.1 mile an hour. Another car coming up behind me. I think he's turning left because I can hear him slowing down. No, he's waiting for me. He's giving me consideration. So what I'll do is once that car's passed, I'll stop pedaling and let him go past me. There we go. Fine. Proof cars and bikes can exist on the same road without conflict. Just remember, if you are a cyclist, you have to give consideration too. It's not all just one way. Okay, this is the end of the up. It went a little bit more, but nothing much. Into fourth. And now we're heading next right. There is a car behind me, but it's a fair bit behind me. Now, I don't normally pedal here. Here's a 20 zone, and I usually get up to 20. But I don't normally pedal here. It's been 20 for a while, this one is not. There is a school down here, so, and a shop, and a pub was closed down now. The new bridge didn't get saved. The Willows did, but the new bridge didn't. Yeah, I got up to, without pedaling, 22.6. See, there's no need to pedal. And now we're back to 30, but this will stay 20. I'm sure this is going to stay 20. Oh, car behind me. I'll indicate left already. He knows what I'm doing. Now, careful here. Stuff from the left is no problem. Stuff from the right is an issue. Nothing coming. There is one thing coming, but he's not close enough. Yeah. Final stages. I remember first learning a bus route up here back in 1989, I think it was. This was before my house existed. Where the terminus is now, where I started this journey and where I will end it, was just mud. It was a mud turning circle for the bus. Okay. They're the latest on the right, as I said on the way in. And the ones on the left, yeah, okay. And no, I will not criticise anybody on a bike who's overweight. At least he's making the effort. He's doing it. Yeah, no, good on you, good on you. Okay. He's turning right as well. Now, yeah, this is about early 90s this started. This was all built. The ones on the right are fairly recent as well, mind. The new houses on the right there. And you can see the wind turbine there, which is almost still. I could go down the lane. I won't, because it involves lifting the bike. I'll stick to the road. And shortly I will be ending the video. The same place opposite where I started it. Because as I say, I don't mind you knowing what area I live in. Almost everybody knows the area I live in. But you're not going to get my home address. Okay. The school all my children went to is on the left. Hasn't changed an awful lot since they went there. Hasn't changed an awful lot. I think the AstroTurf was built before some of them left. Yep, final bus stop. And it's about now, after this next hump, I'm going to bid you all adieu as we approach the Beacon Centre. So, if you made it this far, about an hour and 5 minutes I think, thank you for watching, thank you for having the patience, and I'll catch you back in the regular schedule. Ta-ra now.